Question number 8 asks you also to find the domain, the range, and the end behavior for this function graph, but at this time the type of domain and range is finite domain and range. And how can we know this? We know this just because this function doesn't have any arrows. There are no arrows in the function graph, so this function is a finite function. It has a finite domain and finite range. So a rule that you should understand and you should know is for any finite function there is no end behavior. There is no end behavior for this function. For any finite domain and range, there is no end behavior. And in order to find the domain for this function, we are not going to follow the same logic as before when we were defining directions and so on. This time we are going to follow another logic. First, to find the domain, we would like to draw dashed line perpendicular to the x-axis at the starting point of the function and another dashed line at the ending point of the function. This distance is the domain of the function. So we can say that the domain of the function from the left to the right, it starts at this point, which is -4, comma, it ends at this point, which is 4. 4 and -4 are both included in the domain of the function because the function curve is passing through this point and this point, so this point takes square bracket and this also takes square bracket. In order to find the range for the function, we are going to draw perpendicular lines to the y-axis at the starting point of the function, this points, and another dashed line at the ending point of the function, this point. So this distance is defined as the range of the function. R, which is the range of the function, starts at this value 0 and it ends at this value, which is 4. This value 0 is included inside the domain, inside the range, 0 is included inside the range because the function curve is cutting the x-axis. So there is a value for x that has a corresponding value of 0 in y, so 0 is included. We put here a square bracket. This point is also included in the range because the function curve is passing through this point, so 4 is also included in the range.